Guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Edem. So guys, tomorrow Black Meteors play against Guinea, their last game in Group A. If they have any chance of qualifying for the Olympics 2024, we need to do some things differently from the two games we have played. And I keep on saying this, we are not good enough, but then we can salvage the rest of the competition with the qualities we have. Coach Ibrahim Tanko needs to do something different, needs to do something drastic. I know people will start saying, leave the coach to do his work. You don't have a coaching license. If you think you know more than the coach, go and coach the team. We don't have to say that to make our point. The fact is that we are watching the ball, we see what exactly the coach is probably also seeing. It's the same way everybody will be talking that, oh, if Afriyie Barnieh wasn't doing well, the coach also saw that that was the reason why he was dropped. It's the same way we saw that, oh, Sylvester Simba wasn't doing well. It's the same thing the coach is also seeing. That's why he was dropped in the game against Morocco. So we also have the right to also voice our opinions out, because exactly what we are saying, I'm sure the team and the technical staff, the coaches, they're also seeing similar things. The fact that we don't have licenses doesn't mean we don't know what we are talking about. But I'm going to jot down about 7 or 5 things I think the Black Meteors should do differently against Guinea, because see, it's a must-win game. If we lose, we are out. If we draw, we are out. So we only have one option to salvage this particular group and move on to the next round. Currently, we have considered a whooping 7 goals, making us 4-10, even though we have the same point with Guinea, 3.3 points, but then we are off. As for Morocco, they have already qualified, looking at how things stand up in the group, and then Congo, they are already out. So Ghana's group, we only have one job to do, to beat Guinea mercilessly. And if we are able to change our tactics, our routine, we can able to beat Guinea by 2-0. By 2-0. We don't have to even concede in that game. We need to be very careful. So the first point I'm going to make is that the coach has to be very bold and make some risky changes. When I talk about risky changes, I believe the coach needs to change the goalkeeper, Ibrahim. You see, Ibrahim feels that even if he doesn't perform, he will still be starting ahead of Jordan Emisa. And during this tournament, if you are able to go out and we don't see what Jordan Emisa can give to the team, we will be very sorry. During the friendlies against Zamalek under 20, Jordan Emisa was in goal post for the under 23s, and we saw how good he was. So I believe the coach should take the risk and be very bold and change Ibrahim in the last game. He should use Jordan Emisa in the last game and see how it would go. So I believe it would be quite different or quite difficult to do that, but it's just a necessary change. Also, I also believe that Salim Adams and Subela are not good in midfield. If you watch the game against Morocco, you will notice our midfield was non-existent. Non-existent. Salim Adams was just dashing the ball away. That guy looked lost in the midfield. Meanwhile, in the first game we played against Congo, when he came off the bench, he was excellent. But in the game against Morocco, he was lost. He didn't know what he was playing. And I'll blame the coach for that, because he could have used Emmanuel, but he decided to bench the player. He should use players he knows and he's comfortable with. He has the confidence to deliver the job. Don't use a player who comes off the bench, performs, and then you feel like that player is a starter. Some players are not starters. Some players are just second half changes. They come into the game, do some inshallah and things, and make sure you win the game. Those players should be playing that similar role in the team. The fact that a player comes in the second half and performs doesn't mean the player should be a starter. That is another point we need to make. The fact that a player comes off in the second half, comes and makes some changes, but you think the player is better than those who are starting. No. Also, I believe the coach should have a system that can accommodate all our quality players. Who am I talking about? Fatawu Issahaku, ernest, nuamah, Emmanuel, yeboah, and then Afriyie Barnieh. These 4 players, there should be a system or there should be a formation which can contain all these 4 players, because I feel like if we have a stronger attacking power and then we have a solid back line, we'll be able to beat the Guinea squad. And I believe Fatawu Issahaku shouldn't be playing on the wings. We have seen it several times that it doesn't work. So I believe Afriyie Barnieh should go to the wings. When Afriyie Barnieh goes to the wing, he might not give you goal, but he's going to play very well. He's going to pick on the second balls and play very well. But you can't use Afriyie Barnieh as an arrowhead striker. It's not going to work. That is the job for Emmanuel, yeboah. So let's find our system is very well. Let's find a way to accommodate these 4 talents and these 4 qualities, because I believe all these 4 players can work hand in hand. Chris Hughton is there. Chris Hughton. This is my next point. Chris Hughton is there to help Coach Ibrahim Tanko. If he sees something wrong with the team, he should consult. He should make sure he tells them, hey, this is where you got it wrong. Do this, do that, do this, do that, and let us win the next game. We can't watch our black stars be failing and then the black Meteors to also be failing. You get me? And I'm not even going to blame the whole black Meteors solely for this. It's the GFA. They don't want to invest into the Ghana national football. Look at how Morocco is investing with the World Cup money. Look at what, but here in Ghana, we are thinking about who's going to be the next GFA president. That's what we are thinking about in this country. They are increasing money that you have to use to pick nomination from. That is what we are thinking in this country. We are not thinking about a plan to help our national football. I'm telling you, in the next 5 years, 10 years, we'll be far behind, because the likes of Morocco, Algeria are making major investments in their national team football. And it's evident. Senegal is evident throughout their national football. We are here struggling about who is going to be the next GFA president. And they should increase the GFA president term of office. We are lost. We don't know what we are about. The next point I want to make is that we need to be focused. These players, most at times, they just lost focus within a minute and everything goes into shambles. The black Meteors need to stay in focus, need to stay in character, need to follow the script. If you are going to man mark someone, man mark the person till 90 minutes or till the point you are out of the game. You don't lose focus in a game. And we did that in our 2 previous games, and they punished us very well. So we need to keep the focus and make sure that, yes, we win this game at all costs. Secondly, the defense. I'll be so happy if the coach decides to change the whole defensive setup, because that whole setup, in my opinion, in the 2 games we have played, has been very poor. We concede a lot. In fact, during this tournament, we are the team with the poorest defense. And it's high time we change our defense. It is high time the coach makes some bold moves and change that whole defensive setup. Maybe we can keep a player or 2, but that defensive setup needs to be changed. So the last point I'm going to make in today's video about Ghana Black Meteors beating Guinea is that we need to win at all costs. Whatever we must do to win, we need to do it. Whether playing dirty, not playing fair, whatever it is, football is not a fair game. Football is not where you go and be playing like, oh, I want to be playing fairly. We don't play fairly in football. You need to play hard and make sure you win, because at the end of the day, we need 3 points. So whatever you have to do, do it and win the game. That is the most important thing. Whatever you have to do, do it and win the game. We don't have to go there and be patronizing anybody. If we have to score first and delay time and do delay tactics, we should do it. Whatever it takes to win the game, we should do it. If we have to play dirty, yes, we have to play dirty and win the game. So guys, that is all I have for you for today. This is my point or takes on how the Black Meteors can beat Guinea in the next game. That we can qualify to the next round of the ongoing Under-23 African Cup of Nations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also let me know your thoughts about this down below in the comment section. My name is Adam. I'll see you in the next video. Pow.